Here we have the evaporator panels. We have one evaporator panel for each evaporator. In the evaporator we supply the fans for the evaporator, and we also collect all the signals and temperatures and pressures at each evaporator inside this panel. All the panels are completely identical. The evaporator panel is supplied directly to the heat pump it's connected to and belongs to. We have one supply and one Profinet connection for each evaporator panel. Now we've opened the evaporator panel. Here to the left we have the supply coming from the heat pump, and here we have the supplies going to the evaporator fans and also the evaporator controller. Here we have all the sensors. It's separated, so we have the left side of the evaporator in this terminal block here, and then the right side of the evaporator in this terminal block here. And also there's reference to the electrical drawing here on top of the terminals. We have here the injection valve, defrost valve, and then the injection valve to the right. All evaporator panels is prepared to control and supply 2 defrost valves. This is because all the evaporator panels can control the bypass valve, but we only have one per system. The Profinet cables is terminated here in the Ethernet switch in the top. We have one Profinet cable coming from the heat pump, and we have one Profinet cable going to the evaporator controller. As you see here, the panel is very nice and tidy. It's important that the panels is cleaned and left nice, and all cable is marked up with the Fenagy cable marks after installation is finished. Here we have the S2 sensor. This must be mounted on the back side of the CO2 gas pipe, according to the 2 connections here. It's very important that it's placed here in between the 2 nipples. The S3 sensor is mounted here underneath the evaporator. This measures the inlet air to the evaporator. It's mounted in both the left and the right side of the evaporator, and this goes for all evaporators. Here we have the S4 sensor. It must be placed here on top of the fan so we can measure the temperature on the outgoing air. As you see, it's mounted on all the first evaporator fans all the way down here. The S5 sensor must be placed on the left side, 8 pipes in, counting from the left side. Here on the right side, it's also 8 pipes in, just counting from the right side. It's important that it's placed here behind the shielding so it cannot rain or snow directly on the sensor. To mount the sensor, you need to disassemble the first row of fans. They can simply be disassembled by unscrewing these screws and bolts all the way around. In here we have the humidity sensor. This measures the humidity in the air. This must be located so it cannot rain directly on top of the sensor. On the evaporator we have a pressure transmitter. This is both in the right and the left side. The injection valve, it's also placed in both the right and the left side of the evaporators. Inlet on each evaporator we have actuator mounted on the valve. With this actuator we control when we start the defrost circuit on each evaporator.